the entries in a 3 by 3 determinant are either 0, 1. Means what? Let us establish the 3 by 3 determinant means 9 elements, which contains 9 elements with only 2 digits 0, 1. Then so that this determinant value is the greatest. So 1 minute, let us take one determinant. So the shortcut is in PD elements, if we are putting the least number out of the given numbers or digits, mind it, we are given only 0 or 1. Out of these two elements, which one is least number? 0. Fill the least number in principal diagonal. Remaining 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then it will take maximum value. So maximum of delta is equal to this determinant. Means 0 into something, next minus 1 into delete second column and first row. 1 into 0, 0 minus 1, 0 minus 1. Next plus 1 into 1 minus 0. So that is equal to 0 plus 1 plus 1. That is equal to 2. Therefore, if we are inserting or putting least numbers in principal diagonal, then only the determinant will take the maximum value or greatest value. Hence the problem. 2 means second option is right. Over. If alpha, next question, if alpha is the repeated root of a quadratic equation, f of x equals to 0. Repeated means definitely f of x is x minus alpha whole square. For repeated root, we root square. Alpha is the root. Okay. So therefore, if alpha is the repeated root of the quadratic equation f of x equal to 0, then f of x is equal to, say like that, x minus alpha whole square. Okay, 1 minute. A of x, A, B, C are polynomials of degree 3, 4, 5. Means the degree of A is 3, the degree of B is 4, the degree of C is equal to 5. So for our convenient, for shortcut I am taking A of x equal to just x cubed and capital B of x equal to just x to the power of 4, because it is also a polynomial of degree 3. It is the polynomial of degree 4. Next, capital C of x equal to x to the power of 5. Now the question is phi of x is equal to so phi of x equal to determinant of what is a of x? X cubed. What is b of x? X to the power of 4. X to the power of 4. This is x to the power of 5. A of alpha means alpha cubed. Next, alpha to the power of 4. Alpha to the power of 4. Alpha to the power of 5. Next, a dash means what? Here, a dash of x means first derivative. Differentiation of x cubed is 3x square. Next, its derivative b dash of x equal to 4x cubed and c dash of x is equal to 5x to the power of 4, because d by dx of x to the power of n is equal to, it is a small formula, it is in 11th standard, n into x to the power of n minus 1. Using this formula, we wrote a dash of x, b dash of x, c dash of x. Let us substitute a dash of alpha. A dash of x equal to 3x square. A dash of alpha is equal to 3 alpha square. This is 3 alpha square. This is 4 alpha cubed. This is 5 alpha to the power of 4. Okay, let us simplify this. Okay, from the properties of the determinants, we can take x cubed common from R1. So, okay, x cubed. Then, inside of the determinant, it is 1. Next, x x square. Next, from R2, alpha cubed is the common factor. So this is 1 alpha square. Next, alpha square is common from R3. Next 3, next 4 alpha, 5 alpha square, 5 alpha square here. So that is equal to, so phi of x is equal to x cubed into alpha square, alpha to the power of 5. Next, later we can perform R2 minus R1, or we can expand directly the determinant. So I wish to expand directly the determinant because in the examination hall it is better to not waste the time by using the performance or for the performance of elementary transformations. Okay, so bracket begin 1 into AD minus BC, 5 alpha cubed minus this one 4 alpha cubed, next minus x into delete its row and column, this one 5 alpha square minus 3 alpha square, next plus x square into 4 alpha minus 3 alpha, so bracket close. So once again I am telling that actually in the procedure we have to perform or we have to perform R2 minus R1 to get the 0 here. So in the examination hall you please don't waste the time, that's why open directly. So therefore that is x cubed into alpha to the power of 5 alpha cubed minus 4 alpha cubed, 1 alpha cubed, minus x into 5 alpha square minus 3 alpha square, 2 alpha square. Next, this is what 4 alpha minus 3 alpha, this is alpha x square. So that is equal to x cubed into alpha to the power of 5. Again we can take the common alpha in this bracket, alpha into alpha square minus 2x alpha plus x square. So that is equal to x cubed into alpha to the power of 6 into, it is x square minus 2x alpha plus alpha square. So that is equal to x cubed into alpha to the power of 6 into, clearly we see that it is in the form of x minus y whole square. So it is x minus alpha whole square. So therefore phi of x is equal to x cubed into alpha to the power of 6 into x minus alpha whole square. Clearly we see that x minus alpha whole square is the factor of phi of x. So therefore clearly phi of x is divisible by x minus alpha whole square. But x minus alpha whole square is what? F of x. Therefore phi of x is divisible by f of x. Divisible by f of x. Hence the problem. So which option is right? If dk is equal to something determinant and sigma k equal to 1 to n, dk equal to 48, then what is the value of n? Here dk and k equal to 1 to n means that n is the fixed value or constant with respect to k. Means what? Sigma is influenced with k only. but not n. So dk, sigma dk is equal to sigma dk, I mean k equal to 1 to n equal to, simply we can write it as sigma for d. So sigma 1. Here there is no k, therefore n is fixed, n or constant. So 2k means sigma 2k. There is no k, that's why it is constant. Sigma doesn't influence n square plus n plus 2. Next n square plus n. Here sigma 2k minus 1 n square plus n plus 2. N square plus n 2. Actually this sigma dk value 48. So that is equal to 48 according to given equation. Now that implies determinant of sigma 1. Here sigma 1 means that k equal to 1 to n. Its complete meaning 1 plus and so on plus 1. How many times? Total n times. This is n times. So therefore 1 plus 1 2, because 2 times. 1 plus 1 equal to 3, because 3 times. 3 into 1. In the same sense, it is n times, means n into 1. That is equal to n. So its value is equal to n. Next, sigma 2k. Sigma 2k, to be understood that k equal to 1 to n. So 2 coefficient 2 into, we can write it as sigma k equal to 1 to n k. So that is equal to 2 into bracket begin k equal to 1 to n 1. Next k equal to 2. Already I said in the 11th standard how to open the sigma values. So this is nothing but n into n plus 1 by 2. So 2 cancel. It remains only n into n plus 1. So n into n plus 1. Next, third sigma. You come here. Rough work. Sigma 2k minus 1. K equal to 1 to n. So that is equal to k values. K 1, 2, 3 and so on n. First we will put k equal to 1. 2 into 1. 2 minus 1. 1 plus. Next k equal to 2. K equal to 2. 2 is 4. 4 minus 1. 3. So 3. Similarly, next term 5 and so on up to 2n minus 1. Already I said this value in 11th standard n square. So sigma 2k minus 1 value n square. Of course these are the fixed values, standard values. So its value is equal to n square. Next C2 n square plus n plus 2 n square. C3 n square plus n square plus n plus 2, that is equal to 48. Okay. Now number 1, we can expand directly or we can perform some elementary transformations to expand the determinant easily. Okay. Therefore we can take n common from R1, n common 1, 1, 1. Next here no common factor. So n into n plus 1. This is n square plus n plus 2. This is n square plus n. Next, here also no common factor, n square. Next, n square plus n square plus n plus 2, that is equal to 48. That is equal to 48. So implies that implies n into so we can perform C2 minus C1 and C3 minus C1. Already I said about the elementary transformations in the determinants and what is the need of making or performing the elementary transformations. Actually, to obtain at most places 0 to expand easily, we are performing elementary transformations. You did know already. That's why we are performing C2 minus C1 and C3 minus C1, like that. So n into determinant of here C2, C3 are variables. So C1 is fixed. That's why don't change the elements of first column C1, that is n square. Okay. C2 minus C1, 1 minus 1, 0. Next, n square, rough work, n square plus n plus 2 minus n square minus n. Okay, n square cancel, it remains only 2. Right. Next, n square minus n square, 0. Next, C3 minus C1, 1 minus 1, 0. Thus we are getting at most places zeros. You can observe that. Next, n square plus n minus n square plus n, 0. Next, n square plus n plus 2 minus this value, minus n square n plus 2. So this is n plus 2, that is equals to 48. It is the given value because it is given that sigma k equal to 1 to n, dk equal to 48. So that is implied n into, we can expand through first row or second column or third column. It is your choice. So 1 into bracket begin 2 into n plus 2, that is equal to 48. So that is implies 2 into n plus 2, that is equal to 48. Okay, 2 2s are 2 4s are. Therefore n into n plus 2, that is equal to 24. So to save the time in the examination hall, please don't open this bracket and don't obtain the quadratic equation. It is merely waste of time. Therefore, what is the shortcut method? Observe the first option. Put the first option, n equal to 4. 4 into 4 plus 2, 6. 6 4 ja 24. So therefore, first option is verified. Hence the problem. If a plus b plus c equal to 0 and something determinant equal to 0, then x is what? 4 options are given. Remember, one condition is given. Is it possible to take the values of a comma b comma c so that the given condition is satisfied? If yes, then you can select like that, a equal to something 0, b equal to 1, c equal to minus 1. Already I said in this topic, if the condition is given, if possible at mostly you can select the random simple values so that the given condition is satisfied. This is the shortcut. Please don't open this determinant or don't do this question by using elementary transformations as in board syllabus. This is the difference. Okay. Now I wish to take 0, 1, minus 1 for A, B, C values respectively. You can select 2, minus 2, or here 1, A equal to 1, B 0, C equal to minus 1, something like that, so that equation is satisfied. Okay. For time being, I am taking A 0, B equal to 1, C equal to minus 1. So put these values in the given determinant. Therefore, determinant of A 0 means it will become minus x. Next C value minus 1. Next B value plus 1. Next C value minus 1. B minus 1 minus x. 1 minus x. Next A value 0. Next B value 1. Next A value 0. Next C minus x minus 1 minus x, that is equals to 0. This is the given equation. So clearly we can open the determinant directly without loss of the time in the examination hall. So it is 1 minus x into minus of 1 plus x by taking minus here common. Next minus into minus plus 1 into plus 1 into this one, minus into minus 1 plus x minus 0 minus 0. So next plus 1 into plus 1 into 0, 0 minus 1 minus x. So that is equal to 0. Hence x into 1 minus x square minus into minus plus x into a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. So 1 minus x square plus 1 plus x, next minus minus 1, next plus x, that is equal to 0. So that implies x into 1, x minus x cubed plus 1 plus x minus 1 plus x equal to 0. So minus 1 plus 1 cancel. Then how many x cubes are there? Minus x cube. Next x plus x, 3x plus 3x equal to 0. So that implies x into 3 minus x square equal to 0. So we are having x into 3 minus x square equal to 0. So that implies one solution is x equal to 0 or 3 minus x square, 3 minus x square equal to 0. So that implies x square equal to 3. So x equal to plus or minus root 3. So x 0 and plus or minus root 3. So therefore I am asking that by putting a0, b equal to 1, c equal to minus 1, which option will use x0 comma x equal to plus or minus root 3. So bluntly we see that plus or minus, it is in fourth option. Therefore fourth option is right. Or you can put the values. For example 0, okay, it is okay. Next by putting a equal to 1, a equal to 0, b equal to 1, c equal to minus 1. So what will be 0? 0, 1 and 2 to cancel root 3 plus root 3. This is minus root 3. But we are having plus or minus, two roots are there. So two roots are in fourth option. So therefore, hence fourth option is right. If a comma b comma c are positive and x y z belongs to real number, then find the value of this determinant. Already shortcut is there in the given question. What is that? You can take any three real numbers. That's why I am taking x equal to y equal to z is equal to 0, because 0 is a real number. This is the shortcut. Okay. So determinant is equal to x0, a power 0, any finite value whole power 0, 1. Similarly it is 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 square 4, 4. Similarly 4, 4. Next 1 minus 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. Already I said in the properties of determinants, if all elements are zeros in any row or in any column, then its value is equal to 0. Thus, which option is right? Third option is right. This is the shortcut. Not equal to P, B not equal to Q, C not equal to R, and this determinant equal to 0. According to these conditions, find the value of the given expression. Okay, is it possible to find the values of A, B, C and P, Q, R so that these conditions are satisfied? Yes. How? A, B, C, P, Q, R. Let us take B equal to 1, A 0, C 0. Next, here Q equal to 0, P value 1, R value minus 1. At your home, you can verify A0, B equal to 1, C equal to 0, P equal to 1, Q equal to 0, R equal to minus 1 will satisfy the given condition or not. I saw that these are satisfied by the given condition. Hence, I am putting directly in the given expression. Given expression P is what? P 1. 1 by P minus A. 1 minus 0. 1. Next plus Q. Q is what? 0. 0. Okay. Plus R is what? Minus 1. This is minus 1 divided by R minus C. R minus C. Minus 1. So that is equal to 1 plus minus minus cancel 1. That is equal to 2. Second option is right. Over.